Hey guys, and welcome back to Deku Tarot and to your weekend tarot reading for March 21st and 22nd of 2020. Almost said 2019. I hope you're all doing well in these strange times, crazy times that we're living in. Stay healthy, stay safe. I do apologize as well for not getting through the dailies. As I said, I'm back with the dailies, but it's been a lot rougher of a transition with some new treatment that I've been taking. So it's going to take a couple weeks for me to really get back on my feet again and be a little bit more normal in terms of how I'm feeling and how I'm able to get all my work out right now. And I think we're all in kind of a weird place as well with all this COVID-19 stuff. So just bear with me, and I thank you guys again for all of your support and your continued care and all your messages through this rough time that I've been going through. So thank you. All right, so let's get into this here. I apologize for missing the spring equinox and Ostara. I feel really bad about that because I really wanted to do something special, but I had just traveled back that day and I had work, and it was crazy. So anyways, let's get into this. We have the moon moving from, oh my gosh, Aquarius into Pisces over the weekend, starting on Saturday, and then Sunday it'll just be in Pisces. And what else here? We're in the time of Aries. I was really upset that I couldn't do a video on that day, but welcome to Aries season, everybody. It's time to start moving forward, getting things going. The energy is ripe for change. So let's get into this with some tarot now. And I have a little message at the end, a little discount for some really, really awesome astrology charts and stuff you can get through Truly Divine, which I'll always have in my description box. You can always get 30% off with Deku 30. And I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end. But let's see. I'm going to start off actually with the Hobbit Tarot. Why not? All right. For those of you in quarantine, or what is it called now? Social distancing. I don't even know. There's so many crazy things. Hello, and I hope you're keeping busy. I know a lot of people are really bored and feeling really stuck. I'm with you. I just been wanting to get back into work, and my body has just been like, no. So I get it. So let's see what the cards have to say, what the universe has to say for what we're going to be going through this weekend, what will be happening this weekend, March 21st and 22nd of 2020. Ooh, okay. Oh, one card fell out, of course, on the ground. Let's keep pulling and we'll see what we get here. And if you guys really want me to, I'm going to probably put a little poll up on my Instagram as well. If you really want me to do a reading on the coronavirus and all that, let me know in the comments. A lot of people have been reaching out about that, and I felt a little iffy on doing a reading for it, or really a talk about it mostly. But if you really want one on it and you're interested to what I have to say about it and what the cards have to say about it, put it in the comments below as well. I've been considering it, but haven't made my decision yet. So let's see. Kind of expected these cards for this weekend, but so it goes, right? Okay. All right, okay. So I'm going to go with what we got. We'll see if we need any more cards here, okay? All right. Interestingly enough, not interestingly enough, honestly, this is what I expected. Like I said, Seven of Wands reverse was the first card out. When you get the Seven of Wands reverse, generally, I kind of get the feeling here, we don't feel great about the way things are going. Things are kind of forcibly halted right now. We don't feel like much is done in terms of fighting for something that we want, pushing forward. Because when the Seven of Wands is upright, you're not giving up. You're up against something, but you're winning. You're fighting for it. You might be, in the midst of a challenge with somebody or something, but you are able to persevere, to push forward, to push on through. But when it's reversed, there's quite the block there. You could be feeling, a lack of energy in doing so, or for other reasons, outside of your control. It feels like you can't really push forward at this time, and that the things that are holding you back, pushing you down, are, again, out of your control, and there's not much you can do to change that. Hermit reversed is there as well, and I'm not surprised to see this. This one I was really not surprised to see, just because when the Hermit's reversed, I mean, yes, it can mean some other things, but to me, it just really feels like we're very tired of feeling isolated, of feeling alone. We're tired of maybe even, for those of you who, again, have been stuck or, can't really work right now, can't do things, and are very worried about what's happening in the world around us, and all the things that are closing, the things that we can't do. It's kind of putting us in this forced hermit position, and we're a little bit tired of it. When the Hermit's reversed, it's like, all right, I'm done. I don't want to be alone anymore. I don't want to be alone with my thoughts, especially anymore. It's a refusal to really step into that place of, you need to kind of take a step back and rest. And the universe has been quite clear, I feel, in that we are in this moment where it's like, you need to pause. Things need to pause right now. We're working on something bigger moving forward. There are going to be bigger changes, and this is kind of a forced pause. I mean, this is also a big change in itself, and it will shift a lot of things in the world right now. So maybe I will do a coronavirus reading. There's a lot to say about all of this right now, especially in terms of, how the universe and astrology and every, this global change as we move into this age of Aquarius is playing into this. It's kind of having us sit back and really look at all these things that are wrong and that have led us up to this point where everything is kind of imploding everywhere, not just in one country, not just in one place, but everywhere. There needs to be change, and we're all becoming extremely aware of it. But this is this refusal to really sit back and rest about it, to sit back and think about it, to take the time out that we need, or that, we're being forced to take out, at least at this time. It feels like kind of tired of sitting around watching Netflix for a lot of you. What you do need to remember, though, some really lovely messages here. Two of Wands and the High Priestess. And I really like these two together here, because Two of Wands is, for me, it's that point where, you've made it to a certain level, and now we're not really in the process of moving forward or taking action on something moving forward, taking action in a certain direction or on a decision. This is kind of that prospecting moment. Here's what I get with the Two of Wands. It's a moment of prospecting our future and seeing, if I do this, what am I going to need to do to get there? Where do I want to take this from here? So even though we are kind of in this forceful pause, and we're real tired of being alone, real tired of all this resting, waiting, and, well, this general universal pause, you do need to take this time to start, prospecting for the future. Where do I want to go? Let's think, let's sit down, let's write some lists. Let's really look at our options moving forward and where we want to take them. And when we can take action, what do you want to do? The High Priestess also goes into that in terms of, the High Priestess is about looking inward, about listening to your higher self, about listening to your inklings, the more emotional aspects that can't even be put into words. It's getting a little bit deeper. And for those of you who want to grow more spiritually or connect more in those ways, this is a great time to do so, because there's really not much else to do, right? You don't really have any excuses other than maybe to meditate and really get into that connected place for this next, I feel like, again, after this whole COVID-19 thing wears down, it's going to be like a boom forward. There's going to be so much happening, because people have been sitting around thinking, stewing, wanting, progress, wanting to move forward. So don't expect things to stay like this forever. And, use the time for yourself. Use this, again, this forced pause, this weird time, these strange times that we're living in, I know it feels like the Twilight Zone, but use it to prospect yourself moving forward. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? And how are you going to get there when you finally can start making these steps moving forward? What you do need to remember is the overall theme here, your overall energy is Six of Wands. Things are actually progressing and moving forward, whether they feel like it or not. We're on that path to success, and sixes to me are very significant from messages from your higher self here, that you are on the right path, that things are progressing, and that you are going to get to that place of success, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. How can we flip this, and how can we use this to our advantage? Because all in all, it is kind of an advantage for us right now, whether we see it as that or not. And something important to remember, some advice here, is the Eight of Cups. Progression moving forward, leaving something behind in order to move on towards something better. Eight of Cups is always maybe not the happiest thing to leave behind. Maybe it's, you lost a job. Maybe it's that we can't work right now. Maybe it's, we couldn't go on that trip, can't do that. We have to let something that we've wanted go in order to move on towards something better. So if things kind of, again, it feels like sand slipping through your hands right now, and you can't hold on to the things that you want. You can't do the things that you had been planning on doing. And I know plenty of people have had their trips canceled and all sorts of implosions in their life, not being able to work, losing their jobs, etc. right now. And what you have to remember is that this is pushing you on to better opportunities to really change your life right now. Okay, so we are moving forward. I love seeing the Six of Wands and Eight of Cups, because they both are usually, physical progression cards. People on horses, people moving, walking, whatever they're doing, they're on the move. So let's pull some oracles here and see where this goes. I want to pull a Halloween oracle. And I will be taking 20% off all of my readings. I'll post those price changes in the description box below for the time being. I'm not sure when I'm going to stop that, just because I want to be able to offer readings to you guys. But I know that with the financial stuff going on right now and a lot of people not getting paid, I wanted to be able to give you guys better prices so that if you really are in need of a reading, you really are in need of some guidance, that you can still afford it. So I will be taking 20% off of all of my readings. And again, you can book a reading by using all the info in my description box below. And I will be making a video, a little review video also on that Truly Divine service, just because I'm still I'm just so impressed by it. And even my partner will be in that video. We're both going to talk about, reading it together and how impressed we were. It was just amazing. So again, you can also get 30% off of any, astrology charts, numerology charts that you get through them, which are so detailed. They're not just giving you a chart, they give you all this explanation, and not just like, yeah, you're a stubborn person, there's nothing you can do about it, or, your connection is like this and there's nothing you can do about it. They give you ways to work through that as well, which I was super impressed by. It's not just like, you're a stubborn person, screw you, like sometimes Cafe Astrology's descriptions of, your placements and stuff like that are a little iffy and not very descriptive. This company really just goes in deep. But anyways, I was impressed by that, and I know I'm still shuffling this. So don't worry, I'll pull the oracle. Oh, or the oracle will pull itself. I'm laughing, and I think a lot of you guys will know why I'm laughing when I hold up this card. Zombie control. Oh my god, if there ever was a more perfect card for the times that we're living in. I feel like a lot of people are like, it's the zombie apocalypse. And in a lot of ways, it feels like that. It's a good time to watch Dawn of the Dead, right? But I love the message of this card. This is too perfect for today. It's just funny. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Should the zombie step unsteadily into your life, it's time to look at the concept of control. Do you want to control everything, leaving little to free expression? Do you choose partners who are not your equals so they are more easily manipulated and changed to your liking? Or do you allow that to happen to you? If you are not living your most authentic life, it's time to look at why and how to change that. Zombie also talks to me, on a more personal level about where we want to take control in our life and where we cannot take control in our life. You might want to control things that are uncontrollable right now, and you got to chuck it up to the higher self. You got to chuck it up to the angels. You got to chuck it up to whatever you pray to and whatever you believe in right now, because there's not much else we can do in these strange times. We don't have a lot of control, and whether you are really frustrated by this or not, and I'm sure you are, it's time to kind of take a step back and release that control. You can't control this, so focus on the things that you can control and the things that you can change right now, okay? So I hope that you guys enjoyed this weekend reading. It's really good to be back. I'm going to try to keep on it with the dailies. I'm going to be getting those April monthlies out soon as well. Stay healthy, guys. And keep an eye out for all those readings. Keep an eye out for my review. And check me out over on Instagram if you want to get in touch or see any of my other posts and work that I do. I've been trying to be a little bit more active over there. It's, again, been a really rough few weeks for me. It's going to be a rough 2 weeks ahead for me. So thank you again for all of your support, for all of your well wishes, for everything. And I do appreciate it all. And I appreciate you all so, so much. So have a wonderful and blessed weekend. Stay healthy, my friends. Namaste.